I think images are more than 100 words. This is what happens when you sit down, even if you are straight. So what happens is that those pillows that I've told you are going to be compressed. If I'm leaning forward, what's happening is that the vertebra is compressing this pillow, and all the feeling inside is coming to the back. Did I understand? Yeah? The problem is that the back and side part of the disc is the more sensitive ones, which means that if I'm bending, I'm compressing the liquid inside. So it's coming to the back, okay? It's pressuring the back. What happens is that if I turn, so if I bend and turn, it's not to the back, but it's to the back and to the side, okay? And this is where the disc is more sensitive, and it's where it blows more. It's very nice, this information, right? What I would like to tell you is that if you cross your leg sitting down, you are doing the same thing than this and this. Can you understand it? In another way, we are doing that. We are changing the position of the hip, and it's compressing all this area here. Okay? So first tip, don't cross the leg when you sit. At least not for long. So this starts to disappear because I have a big muscle here in the front that gets too dominant. Think about this. Muscles have memory. If I'm with my arm like this, my arm will stay like that because this muscle will get the memory that this is the size and it doesn't move more than this. And it happens here with the hip. Oops. Here we go now. Okay? This is the ideal posture where gravity that pulls you down is going to be supported in all the spine. But this is the normal posture of an office rat. Okay? This is the posture. Because I sit here and I sit like this, even if I'm here. So my shoulders are going to rotate in. These muscles here have memory and they are going to close. The hip also. But I'm worried now about the head. What happens is that when I walk, my eyes need to be always aligned. If I'm staying in the position when I'm seated, like this, if I come up, I will be like this. Like this I can't walk, right? I can't walk like this. Some walk like this, but you shouldn't walk like that. So I need to put my head up. When I put my head up, this is what's happening. So it's just here, because I'm here like this, kyphotic, and I have my head here. This is the normal position. Okay? Lots of stress here in this part of the neck, but now I would like to show you the next slide. So another thing that happens here with this posture is that my diaphragm, which helps me to breathe, is going to be compressed. So my breathing is compromised. If my breathing is compromised, the oxygen that I bring to my body, that I bring to my brain, is also compromised. And it's not only compromised when I'm sitting down, because this is going to be my posture all the time. So I'm always breathing less than I should, which is not good. Okay? But even better, it's so normal. I was in a meeting before I came here, and I was talking with the director of an office here nearby. And she was saying, yeah, my back hurt, but I had already 3 kids. And? But this is the normal thing. And the normal thing for another person is that, my neck hurts, I have headaches. Okay, let's look at this data. Normal posture, which is not the normal posture, is the theoretically book posture, will be this one. Okay? If I'm 5 centimeters away from my posture, which is just something like this, my head is going to weigh 15 kilos. So it's not supported in the spine, it's here, not aligned with the spine, it's falling forward. And what happened is that my neck and all these muscles here that hurt a lot, it's, yeah, my neck hurts a lot. It's normal. I've been working all day. No, it's not normal. It's going to pull the head. It's these muscles here who are pulling the neck up, the head up. It's like a bowling ball here. Try to put a bowling ball around your neck and walk the whole day with the bowling ball here hanging. It's the same thing, okay? But for me, if everyone has only 5 centimeters, would be very, very, because it's more normal to have 3 inches than 1. And here, the head is going to weigh 20 kilograms. And my neck is supporting 20 kilograms. And of course, this is going to hurt. This is going to be very tiring in the end of the day, in the end of the week, in the end of the year. Okay? This is the normal posture, almost everyone that's here in this room. Okay? Yeah. So, the same happens with the hip. If I'm sitting, if I'm not sitting straight, if I'm putting my hip a bit, which is a normal thing, so it's going to compromise everything. And now, don't forget, if I'm like this, my head is going to be compromised also. So then I'm compensating everything in the lower spine. Okay? When I get up, and because we have memory, and when I get up, this is how it's what we taught. So the hip is going to rotate. My posture is this, always. Okay? Completely arched. Because of this here. These muscles here. Because my hip is going to be, I don't want to be very technical on this. This is the muscle I was telling you. It's going to be shortened and then affecting the posture. To finish, I would like you to understand, and we were talking a bit, I was talking with Yoga a bit, this is something that it's probably my main main problem at the moment, where the things where I work more, it's the fascia. I would like you to think about the fascia as in the airport when you have this plastic that they put around the bags. Okay, it's the same thing. We have all our body is with this plastic, but not only the body, all our muscles are also with this plastic around. All our organs are with this plastic around. So all our body is surrounded with this. And this is a living tissue that has memory, that has more than 6 million receptors than the muscles. So this is the thing now. Okay? It's a very nice ice breaking in the elevator. You don't use the elevator because you go through the stairs, but if you are in a full and you want to start a conversation, you can talk about fascia. You know what is fascia? So and this is the highlight of my talk. If you understand this, if you take this home today, I'm very happy that you bring this to everyone that you see. So, the fascia works like this. These are cells that are along all this plastic around you, okay? And if you can see, the red cells that are moving, when they pass by, this is a repetition, so that's why it disappears, but what stays behind is a thick line, okay? Which means this. If I'm in this position for 1 hour, 2 hours, all the fascia around this position, the cells are moving and they are getting memory and they are getting this thick fascia to this position. Can you understand this idea or not? Or do you want me to explain again? So it means that it's like you are building the fascia when you are staying so much time in the same position. Because these cells are always building. And they build, this is what I was telling before. This is the body thinking, this guy needs, or this person needs this to survive. So I'm going to adapt to it. Okay? This is the idea. So if I have a wrong pattern, even walking, my body will adapt to this pattern. If I have a wrong pattern when I'm sitting down, the body will adapt to it. Even if it's not a wrong pattern, if you are seated, your whole body will adapt to seated. And then, couch, if I want to do a back swing, my body is prepared to be like this, not prepared to open. So this is the challenge here.
This phenomena is where people are without movement in a chair.
No. This is the same. If I'm running, if I have a problem in my feet, and if I run like this for hours and hours, days, months, my body will adapt during this run to this wrong pattern also.
Mm-hmm.
So this is always moving. That's why we need try not to stay in the same position for longer periods. So this is the big deal here. The money is here.
So your suggestion is to people, in order to be healthier and to not to create a kind of limitation in our body, people have to change position during the day. Is your proposal?
Change the position when you are seated, change the position getting up and going. If they are seated here, they go outside, come here again in these 15-20 minutes, every 20 minutes. So in both things. And even if you go to a more smaller, the other day I was reading an article, it was a video actually, of this specialist of lower back problems. And he was saying that if you do, when you are sitting, micro movements in the chair, you are helping the lower back just by micro movements. Okay, so yes, from micro movements to walk. Yes. Okay, so
What do you mean about micro movements? Like this?
on the hip, just sitting down.
Ah.
You can also do that, of course. That is important. I heard a few years ago there was some schools that in the middle of the classes gave 1 minute to the kids. Now you can move as you want because they are always staying there and they can't move. No, don't move, or something like that. So they had a 1 minute. Okay, now you can move as you want. It was very interesting. As it was very interesting to read some articles, especially from Australia, about kids, schools, standing desks in schools. But that's another problem. Okay, but it's a very interesting thing. This is just the proof that we are not talking about muscles individually anymore. And this plastic, this fascia, is connected along all the body. What's here is from a dead body, taken from the dead body. It's the proof that we have specific lines along our body, and this is, everything is connected. From the feet till, the tongue. So everything is connected. Okay? And the movement is going to go through this. We need to move in a integrated form and not anymore sitting in a machine and do this, because as you can imagine, functionally, this has nothing to bring us to our functional, to walk, to do our daily life. Okay? Not to be too specific, there are then lines built because of locomotion. And one thing I would like to bring you up, and it's Ricardo and me, we are building this job. We talked about a bit about this massage, this office massage, because most of those lines that are built, they finish here on the head. So working on these muscles here until here, we can help so much the whole body, bringing some health to the whole body, because we are releasing all these chains that you can see here. Okay?